Well, hello there guys. Some of you requested that I show you how I achieved the makeup look that I had on my last video, and I wanted to share with you this look. It is my favorite look for the summer. Not necessarily the dark lips, but I was feeling the dark lips, so I had to go with it. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys that showed so much love on my last two videos. Thank you all so much for subscribing, watching, commenting. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. I'm starting off with this makeup primer. It is one of the best primer I've tried in my life so far. It is really good, especially for oily skin. And just a little side note, some of you may be wondering, like, what happened to your braids, your crochet braids? Guys, it is 100 and plus degrees here in Texas, and I just couldn't do it, guys. It was too hot for those braids. I took them out, but I'm definitely going to put them back during fall for sure. And I didn't cut them off or anything, so I can reuse them. While the primer is sinking into my pores, I go ahead and start working on my eyebrows, and I use none other than this Jordana eyeliner in dark brown. I absolutely love it. It is my favorite. I always use it, and so yeah, I just go ahead and start filling in my brows. I have thick eyebrows already, so I just do, you know, what is gonna be appropriate for me, you know, not too harsh, because my eyebrows are already out there. So yeah. I use this concealer to clean up around the eyebrow, and this is the Prolonged Wear Concealer. The color is in NC45. Now onto the eyes. I'm using my NYX eyeshadow base in Milk, and this will intensify the color of the eyeshadow that I'm going to be applying later on. I'm just going ahead and blending that out as much as I can, and then I'm gonna proceed on to the color that I'm gonna use in my crease. I'm going into my crease with this color from MAC. It's called Saddle. I forgot for a second, but I'm going into my crease with Saddle. This would just be used as my transition color. I decided to add a little bit more definition to my crease, so I'm using this MAC's eyeshadow. It's called Embark. Now onto the star of the show. Okay, so I went into my Lancome eyeshadow palette that I received from Macy's. I used those two colors that I just showed at the very end, those two pinks from this palette. I don't know the name, I can't see it, I'm so sorry, but I used those two, and I'm gonna show you another pink that I used as well on top of the two pinks that I am applying right now. I went ahead and added that pink, and this is from my Estee Lauder palette. It's called 07 Surreal Skies, and I just added that on top of the two previous pinks that I showed you guys. And here I'm just adding a little bit more of that Embark eyeshadow. I felt like it wasn't as defined as I wanted it to, so I went ahead and added some more. Now going back into my Lancome palette, I'm using the very top color. I'm also using the two colors from Galaxy Chic, and these are the Milky Way and Cosmic. I'm using all those three colors to highlight in my inner tear duct. Here I'm using the same color from my Lancome eyeshadow palette, the color that I used to highlight in my inner tear duct. I'm using it to highlight my brow bone. E.Doza. I'm using this LA Girl Fine Line eyeliner to do my wing eye. Now I'm using this Too Faced mascara to prep my own lashes for some falsies. I have very curled eyelashes, and I'm gonna show you how I put on my falsies because somebody requested that. So yeah. These are the lashes that I'm going to be using, number 42. I purchased them from a local beauty supply. I believe they were about 99 cents or so. And the glue that I use is this Ardell Lash Grip. Quick tutorial, alright? So once you apply the glue on the falsies, you want to let it sit for a little bit. Let it, kind of dry, but not too dry, but let it sit for a little bit before you start applying it. Now I attempted to explain while recording, but the autofocus of my camera is just making too much noise, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying very well. So anyways, here I'm just letting you guys know, well, telling you that I have very curly eyelashes. So what I had to do, I had to push my own eyelashes outward in order to place the falsies in the middle, to place it on the lash line, on my own lash line, and then I go in with the front part, place it down, and then I go with the outer part, press it down, and then I just play around with it, by like pushing it together, close to my own lashes and all that stuff, to just gonna get it, to sit right. If you're able to use tweezers while applying your falsies, I would highly recommend using those, but I personally find it very difficult for me to use. I don't know why, but right now I find it very difficult to use. I just use my fingers to apply the falsies, but the tweezer I think it makes it a bit easier, to use, and it may be a little faster. I honestly can use tweezers to save my life.
E.Doza.
I then went back and applied the same combination of the eyeshadows that I used earlier to just, bring back the colors even more. Using the same eyeliner that I used earlier, I'm going back into my lash line and just going over the eyeliner because I obviously used the eyeshadow, so the eyeliner kind of disappeared in a sense, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to accentuate the line again. Now for my foundations, I'm using two foundations today. I don't know why, I just felt like it. I'm using, one is Kat Von D, the other one is Lancome. I love both of these foundations. They are the best. .com. I love them. So I forgot to apply this earlier before doing my foundation, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply it now. And I'm applying this L'Oreal Paris voluminous smoldering eyeliner onto my waterline. Now I'm going to highlight, and I love this concealer. It is cheap and it is great. It's this Ella Girl Pro Concealer, and the color is in Cool Tan. I'm contouring using the Ella Girls Pro Concealer in Dark Cocoa. I'm setting my highlight using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I let the setting powder bake or cook, bake or cook. I just let it sit there for a while. So I went back into my contour and just start blending out all the harsh line and all that. So the key word here is mostly blending. Make sure you blend, blend, blend as much as you can. Now for my lips, I'm using this matte Ella Girl Flat Finish Pigment Gloss, and the color is in Black Currant. Using my foundation brush, I go back and blend out everything. I'm using Miss Celine's baked highlighter to highlight my cheekbones and everywhere else that needs to be highlighted. And of course, I had to add that little beauty mark to complete my makeup look.